Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video for you guys, and for today's video we're going to be checking in for week 2 of my July monthly budget. As you guys know, this is my weekly check-in page and we are in week 2. I just want to go ahead and get right into it so I won't waste any time. Now for week 2 we are checking in from the 8th until the 14th, so let me take a look at my monthly view. So we're looking from Monday the 8th until Sunday the 14th, and that's what I've just separated my weeks into being, from Monday through Sunday. Obviously, you guys don't have to do it exactly the same way that I do, but I hope that you guys enjoy the ways that I show you guys and can take that with a grain of salt and do what you can with it. So you don't have to have the same exact days as me. You can have different days. Track your weekly check-ins on a Monday, on a Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't really matter, but I do hope my videos are some help to you guys. Now, I do want to go ahead and just a little disclaimer, talk about my nails because they look horrendous. I know. I'm so sorry. I actually had a nail appointment on Sunday with this new girl that I found on Twitter, but it didn't end up happening and we ended up just rescheduling for Thursday. So I'm going to be having these ugly grown out nails for a little bit longer, so I hope you don't mind too much. Now that I've talked about my nails, we can go ahead and move on to the monthly view. Now I do already have my budget expense stickers, which if you guys don't know, these are from my shop. I do already have them all filled out, ready to lay down in the dates. I also do have other stickers that I'm going to be laying down, like my payday stickers, my no spend stickers on the days that I don't spend any money. And I have this new sheet that just actually came to my shop this past weekend, and it is the car payment due stickers. I am going to be using this because I did have a car payment last week, so I also will be using those. Next, what else do I have to show you guys? I am going to take out my cash envelopes from my personal planner, which is where I've been keeping them for the past couple of months now. So let's see. Let me take these out. I have groceries, eating out, gas allowance, and beauty cash envelopes. If you guys are interested in these cash envelopes, I talked all about them in my cash envelope stuffing. They are by a shop called Blackberry Hills. I will have links for that shop as well as everything else that I talk about in this video, as always, linked down below for you guys. I also, I believe, have a coupon code with Blackberry Hills for 15% off your order, so make sure to check out the description if you guys are interested in these. So yes, let me go ahead and open up my planner a little bit nicer so it doesn't look too weird. I think I can go ahead and zoom in just a tad to the dates. Okay, aside from my personal planner and my cash envelopes, because you guys know that these don't have these sort of expense trackers in the back like the Budget Mom cash envelopes do, I have been keeping this, which is just a mini notes happy planner, I believe it's called, and this is where I've just been keeping track of what I've been spending for each of my cash envelopes. I don't think this is super ideal for everybody, to be honest, but I don't mind carrying it around. I usually use this for like grocery lists and things like that, so it's in my purse anyways. So yes, just wanted to go ahead and quickly talk about that, and I think we can go ahead and get started with laying down some stickers. So I think the first ones that I'm going to lay down are my payday sticker. So I had a payday for my job, my hourly job, on the 12th, on a Friday, so I have that. And then I think I can go ahead and lay down my car payment sticker because I did have a car payment due. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this navy blue one on the 11th. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay it down right here. And as you guys can see, it fits really perfect right next to the date. So that is that. And moving on to my budget expense stickers on, let's see which one was first. On the 8th, I went to Chick-fil-A and that was $13. So I actually went to Chick-fil-A twice this week, guys. Believe it or not. You guys know I really like Chick-fil-A. And I know it's not the healthiest option, but here I am having Chick-fil-A twice a week. I also had Chick-fil-A on the 11th. Okay. Then I pumped gas on the 12th. So I have my little gas sticker. And if you guys don't know, I do have a key as well right here, which tells me what each of the stickers mean. So I do categorize both my groceries and eating out cash envelope as food, as well as I do categorize both my allowance and beauty cash envelopes as shopping. Gas is by itself, and other is for one-time expenses like bridal brunch. And I also do have one right now that I will show you guys, as well as I do have any of my unbudgeted expenses marked with a red budget sticker. There's that. Then what else do we have for allowance? I bought a top from a girl that I follow on Instagram. I've actually bought things from her in the past, and that was actually $10. I have no clue why I put $9. Okay, let me change that really quick. See, it's nice that I get to double check with the trackers. Otherwise, I know you guys would have caught that, so good thing I caught it first during the video. So the top I bought on the 9th. And then I also did buy, I was on Depop, which is an app where you can buy different things, clothes, things like that. And I found this really cute tiny like juicy couture purse, which I've been super into anything Y2K, which just means like year 2000 style-ish, which is when I was a little girl, and I just loved that time in my life. So I've been really into Y2K things. So I found this really cute juicy couture purse, and it was pretty cheap, so I went ahead and just used that out of my allowance cash envelope. Also that day I ended up paying for the plus version of Duolingo, which is a language app that I've been using to practice my Italian. I've been talking about that app so much, and I really have been loving using it, so I decided to just spend the $9.99, which is $10 this month, for it. So I wanted to go ahead and use my allowance cash envelope for that. Oh, and also last thing, on the 11th, which was my grandpa's birthday, we took him to eat Cajun shrimp. I talked about this, I believe, in my plan with me. So I did end up spending the $40 that I had budgeted for right here as gifts. So that is why it is considered as an other, because it's just a one-time thing that I'm not weekly checking in for. So that is that. And what else do I have? I have Sally's. I bought some hair dye on Friday. I feel like I've made so much spending this week. Let's see. And then I have a last allowance cash envelope, which is for Amazon. I spent $15 on some lashes. I've been really into doing my makeup recently because I've been taking more pictures and uploading them on Instagram, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on lashes, so I just went ahead and looked through Amazon because I've seen a lot of people getting lashes from there, and I just bought a pack of like 5 for $15. So I'm gonna go ahead and try them out. If you guys want to know, I'll let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, that was $15, and I spent that on the 14th. That is it for allowance. So let's go ahead and beauty. And I have some for, is this eating out? Yes. I spent $5 on I put snack, but what it was a corn. I don't know if you guys have ever had corn from like the Corn Man, like with cheese and stuff like that. I believe they call it elote, which it's funny because I don't call corn that. I actually call corn choclo. So it was really funny. I remember a story, just like I'm getting sidetracked, but a story when I was little and I just saw the corn man walking by. I was like, can I have, obviously I said it in Spanish, I was like, can I have a choclo? And then he was like, a what? And that's when I realized that Mexican people actually call it elote, which was crazy to me. And that was when I realized that Spanish is very different, especially certain words in different countries in Latin America, which I know a lot of people don't know that, and they think that we all speak everything the same, but that's not true. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that for you guys. So I just put a snack. I ended up buying some corn for me and I think my grandma. So that was $5. And then last but not least, that Sunday I also went to Target. I went that night with Paul just to buy some groceries. And I think that's pretty much it for my expenses. Yes. And we can go ahead and move on to putting in my no spend stickers. Now I had 2 no spend days this week, and those were on the 13th and on the 10th. There you go. And now you can go ahead and move on to our weekly check-in. So let me bring you guys to the weekly check-in page. I can go ahead and write down my categories. So I have food, gas, shopping, and unbudgeted. So there's that. These are all my remaining amounts for last week, so that is what I'm going to be subtracting from the spent this week to get my remaining for the end of this week. So let's go ahead and take a look up food, which, like I mentioned, I do categorize both eating out and groceries together. Now let me go ahead. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers. So let me go ahead and add those up. So for food, we have $26 Target, 5 snack, 13 Chick-fil-A, and 9 Chick-fil-A again. That was a total of $53. So let me put 53, and I'm going to subtract it from the 169. That is a total of 116. And I'm going to go ahead and count my cash envelope. So I should have $43 in my groceries cash envelope, which I don't know if you guys can see, but it got smeared a little bit. That's fine. So $43 on my groceries. So 20, 40, 1, 2, 3. 43. And then for eating out, I should have $73. So we have 20, 40, 60, 5, 71, 2, and 3. And that is 116 altogether. Next, we have gas, and I did have an entry for gas right here. And let me go ahead and just take my dual tip red marker from Erin Condren to check off the expenses I've weekly checked in for so far. So food, we have gas, which I did spend $40, as you guys can see. I've been mentioning this a lot, but I've been loving just having to spend $40 to fill up my tank in my new car. Like I've said in the past, usually before I would have to spend $60. And yeah, so this is a really nice chunk of money that I don't have to spend anymore. So I spent 40. I had 120 last week. So subtract that by 40. We have $80 remaining for the month. And I think I should be pretty good. Usually it's been taking me about 2 weeks to have to pump again. So I think I should be pretty good. So let's go ahead and move on to shopping, which is both my allowance as well as beauty cash envelope. For shopping, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, okay, we spent a lot this day. We have 10 here. Then we have Duolingo 10, Depop 13, Sally's 20, and Amazon 15. So we spent a total of $68 this week. So 68 minus 193. We should have 125 left over. That is for that. And then last but not least, we can go ahead and take a look if we have any unbudgeted expenses, which we actually don't. So super, super happy about that for this week. Check these off. And just like that. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm not checking off the other sticker, that is because I do, as you guys can see, I haven't tracked any of these. I do track those at the end of the month in my July budget results video, and I'll go ahead and put the actual right here, and if there's any variance, I'll put it there. So that is how I track those other expenses. Now I am done with my weekly check-in pretty much. Let me just go ahead and write, maybe I shouldn't have opened it. I'm just gonna go ahead and write that I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses this week. So we can write a line right there, and that is it for the weekly check-in. Now moving on to the pages that I like to show you guys in these weekly check-in videos, we can go ahead and move on to my sinking funds, which I've actually made 2 expenses this week. Now this is how my sinking funds page looks, and I have made 2 expenses. I have them right here, my transaction log for my sinking funds, which are separate from my July budget, if you guys are wondering. That's why it's in its own separate page. So on the 8th, I ended up paying my Amazon Prime, which I ended up paying $40. It was not $40, I believe it was $65, but I am splitting it with my mom. So I went ahead and put $40, and the description was just Amazon Prime payment. And then last but not least, I made a car payment for my new car for the amount of $257 on the 11th. And as you guys can see, I got that out of my new car sinking fund, which I'm going to be changing that name to just, I believe, car payment probably. And yes, so that is why I don't track it necessarily in my July budget as well as my monthly view. I just go ahead and put the little sticker because that payment due is already in my sinking fund, and that is what I'm taking it out of. I hope that makes sense for you guys. And then last but not least, I'm going to show you guys my variable income spending page. Now for this week, I actually have not spent that much, which is really good. I feel like in the past I've spent a lot of money on YouTube, but for this month I'm trying to cut down a lot of it and just make a lot more personal videos instead of hauls and things like that, because those could get pretty expensive. So the only thing that I purchased for this week was on the 10th for $26.88 from Amazon. I bought a card tripod sort of mount thing to vlog. And I bought some calligraphy pens to write in my planner. So that is pretty much all that I spent for this week, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I think I might end up just spending a couple more times because I do have my Simply Gilded subscription and things like that, but I don't foresee too many expenses for my variable income. So with that being said, that is pretty much all that I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed me going through my budget and weekly checking in for week 2 of this month. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. I will leave everything that I talked about in this video linked down below for you guys once again. I hope you guys have an amazing day today, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.